welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I've decided, with some help, to probably not make my videos so random and set like a set schedule. So my videos will either be on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't have a set date, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, unless I have off during the week, just because of how busy I am and how I'm still trying to get used to my work life, my social life, and my YouTube life. So if that makes sense. Anyways, okay. Thank you, Gabby and Carla, for all and everyone giving me recommendations, giving me advice on my YouTube channel. Any feedback, it's like 100%. I love it. Literally love it. It makes me obviously make better content for you guys. So I am going to, by the title of this video, talk about ortho externships. Now, my externship started, again, I've already made a video like this. If you want to check that out, I will link it down below on how to get into an ortho office as an extern, or just like as a student. So I am going to be looking at my lovely notebook that my aunt got me, and I'm going to be looking at some notes I wrote down on topics that I'm going to be discussing. So the first thing would be terminology. Now, you're not going to know everything at first. I still don't know everything. Every office has different terminology. Some offices will call the hemostat, which is the math-ow, only hemostat, and you're like, okay, what is that? So kind of learn all of your whatever office that you're in, know what their terminology is for everything, but also know the terminology, the basic terminology online and from your textbook, whatever source that you're going to get it from. Know the basic terminology, because you'll come across an office that'll call something that you call something else, like way something else. So I have a few of the basics written down. Obviously, aligners. People are gonna call like your aligners, whether it's Invisalign or anything that can straighten your teeth that's a clear, like Smile Direct. Obviously, orthodontists don't do that, but you want to know the basic terminology for that. People can call it trays. You're gonna be like, what are trays? Oh, the aligners or my teeth. So know like basics like that. I also put down anterior and posterior. You're gonna want to know what that is for sure, whether in ortho, general, pedo, it does not matter. You're gonna want to know the basic terminology and know everything about the teeth to begin with. That is number one basic. You also have your different types of arch wires, and I will list a picture right here. Okay, normally it starts 0112, 01, 014, 018, 016. It does not matter. There's so much. There's 1622 night tie. There's 1622 stainless steel. Know your arch wires. Know your basic arch wires, because this is going to help actually a lot. That definitely helps, like, a lot. So definitely know your arch wires. Every office is, again, going to be different, but the majority of them are similar. There's also offices that have specific arch wires for specific patients, and this is called, I believe, Bright Smiles. So Sure Smile wires, and that is customized. It's scanned and literally customized for each patient. So just know that office, and especially if they're planning on hiring you, know their types of wires. I'm telling you, it helps like a lot. Those numbers will be in your brain. You're not gonna you'll know what patient needs what wire next. It'll all be wired in your brain, I promise. Okay, next thing I put are attachments. This is something that you'll see every day, especially if your office does a lot of Invisalign. Your attachments are the little buttons, and again, some places call them buttons, not just attachments. So know Invisalign, especially if your office does Invisalign, know Invisalign as well as braces. There's also classifications. Now, classifications are class 1, class 2, class 3, different kinds of jaw and like jaw patterns. You got your regular bite, your overbite, and your underbite, your overjet, your crossbite. You're gonna want to know those kind of classifications. In ortho is like the number one thing most of the time. Those patients are there not just to straighten their teeth, to correct their bite. Now you're gonna want to know those as well as the rubber band size. And you guys see me talk about my braces, my rubber bands, your elastics. Your daily task, basically. I wanted a more like better word for that, but your daily task from opening to closing. Now I'm going to talk about opening. You're going to want to go in, obviously, turn on all the lights, get everything set up, go straight into the sterile room, especially if you know your office was busy the day before and you left most of the stuff in the sterile room. Go in the sterile room, get everything done, run all the loads, change the ultrasonic, put new fresh cleanser, tablet, whatever you use, liquid, water, bam, get steriles done. And then you're going to want to set up all, I don't know what everyone's office and operatories, bays look like. We have open bays, and then we also have operatories at our other office since we share with an implant doctor. So that being said, you're going to want to set up everything, all of your computers. Now, if you're the first one there, set up your chair. Obviously, I'll set up my chair, and then I'll set up everyone else's chair if they're still running behind. Be there for your team, and it's very rewarding in the end, I promise. So that is the openings. We also have team huddles. As an extern, you're gonna want that option to be in that huddle, and this is like the biggest thing, because some offices be like, oh, you can come in at like 8, you don't have to come in to set up and start the morning huddle with us. They say that because they want to see what you want to do, if you want to take initiative for this. So definitely go in opening and help them out with the sterilization, help them out with setting up, watch them set up, ask if you can set up the next chair, and join in their huddle if they're giving you that option. And if they don't, ask them. It'll be very rewarding, and then you're going to be ready to join the team. Okay, all right, now coming towards the last list that I have, and it's one of the biggest ones. What do orthodontic assistants do? And I will tell you. Okay, so what do orthodontic assistants do? Obviously, I know what I do as an orthodontic assistant, but it's like too much to talk about. So I can make a specific separate video on this if you want to know, from morning, afternoon to night. Okay, so I wrote down a few topics and I will go over this. And the first one I wrote down is you work individually with the patients a lot. Now, that being said, you're most likely going to need help in the beginning, and you will need help in the beginning, should I say. You're one-on-one with the patient. The doctor will come over for like a few seconds. They'll check and make sure the chart's up to date. Nothing needs to be changed for this appointment. From this appointment, you'll be writing in the chart, next visit. That's what you're going to be doing this visit. Okay, if you're changing wires, you're going to want to probably change them before the doctor comes over, unless the chart says let doctor check first. So that goes into my charting as an orthodontic assistant. Charting needs to be up to date, because you're going to be lost when the patient comes in and you're not going to know what to do with them if the chart does not have a visit. And this visit, next, I'm going to call next visit, because that'll be at their next visit. You're going to be completely lost. Keep up with your charting. If you didn't hear something that your doctor says, say, excuse me, I'm sorry, Dr. B. So my phone shut off and I'm not using my camera, okay? So let's talk about it. Yes, I don't remember what I was talking about, and I went to watch and it didn't make sense. So charting is the number one thing to stay on top of. And patient education is my last one. Since you're working one-on-one with the patient most of the time, sometimes for emergencies, the doctor doesn't even need to come over unless you have questions. So with that being said, patient education is key. You're going to want to keep up on patient education, educate them on everything, stay on top of them wearing the rubber bands, oral health, hygiene, everything. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you to Dental Vibes for the recommendations and everything. I love it. Okay, everyone. Thank you again, like I said, for watching. I will see you in the next video. Happy Sunday.